So I need your attention here, okay? We're going to talk about sustainable development.
I would say the vision of the World Youth Alliance is of personal excellence. You see all of these young people from all around the world. They care about others, they care about the world.
We all have the same mission because we all want to change the world. We all want to change our societies.
Everyone's talking about human rights, but no one knows why they're protecting them.
They're looking for answers. Who am I? Do I actually matter?
How can I really implement human dignity in my day-to-day life?
Just that idea that if you believe in something enough and you work hard enough, you can really change the world with something as simple as the idea of the dignity of the human person.
If you can teach people lessons of human dignity, there will be a lot less massacres or genocide. Which is why principles that WYA stands for, which is equality and dignity for every human being, is very important. Because unless you know why you're fighting for something, I don't think that goal can be achieved in the short term or even in the long term.
WYA is really making me see the beauty in a person despite everything else and making it something more than just ideology or a theory, putting it into practice and really kind of starting a revolution.
I think there is an urgency in terms of our work. I don't see anyone else doing the work the World Youth Alliance is doing. Freedom is this huge burden of responsibility, but also power in that sense that through ideas you're shaping your surroundings and trying to sculpt them towards something better.
Human dignity is how he is to improve himself for what is true and what is beautiful.
It's definitely an urgent time to point out those inconsistencies in our different ideologies and show that we need to be consistently affirming the value of human life at all levels, otherwise we all become vulnerable.
Organizations like World Youth Alliance have to exist because there's a constant need for someone to stand up for the little guy, the person that has no voice, and that's what World Youth Alliance does.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are in the world. We are gathered here because we have a really great piece of news for you. Drum roll, everyone. Whoa. The new WYA President, which we're not going to tell you yet, so that was just to build the anticipation. So here I'm gathered with some people that you probably all know already, but I have the pleasure of being with them here in Brussels in Belgium. So I'm really happy to get to know all of them. So maybe I'll ask you to just introduce yourselves, say what your name is and what region you're a part of.
Hi guys, Klein here from Asia Pacific.
Hi everyone, Cynthia Mainki from Africa. Hi everyone, I'm Melinda from Southeast Europe. Hi everyone, my name is Anilda from North America. And hi, I'm Amina and I'm from Europe.
And I'm Sophia and I'm the Director of Advocacy and based in New York. And we have so many people joining us here today. We have people from Vienna, Manila, Nigeria, Peru, the Philippines. Please post in the chat wherever you're from, wherever you're watching from. We'd love to know where who of our members are watching. And if you have any problems hearing us, any audio issues, also post in the chat. We have our tech guy right back here helping us out. So yeah, applause for them being back. Okay, so why don't we kick off this conversation to build this anticipation of who the next WYA president will be? I mean, who knows? Could be
someone here.
Maybe someone here, maybe someone
behind the screen. Someone behind the screen.
Okay, well, coming back to formal questions, maybe both Ina and Anilda, maybe you guys could tell us your predictions. What regional office do you think the WYA president will be from?
Maybe Europe, since I'm coming from Europe, huh? Well, I'm originally from Africa, not to be biased, but I think maybe someone from WYA Africa.
Yeah, and speaking of the WYA president, Ermelinda and Cynthia, what do you think are the best qualities the next president should have?
Speaking from WYA's president, I know that there are quite some good qualities that a WYA president should have, but I would just say one, and I would say that the next WYA president should really be having a quality of interpersonal communication, strong interpersonal communication and building relationships. Since WYA is a global youth organization, the next WYA president should be keeping in touch with all of the villages and all over the world. What about you?
I think the person needs to be passionate about the work that they're doing, because even on the hard days, your passion for the work and your passion for young people will keep you going.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe I'll turn to Klein now. Ina, what do you think was the job of our next WYA president prior to being appointed as such?
Interesting.
Did you ever?
I'd say, a regional director.
Yes.
Fix the truth from it.
I think it's a good guess. Lauren was a regional director before being president, so
That makes sense.
not a bad guess.
Yeah. Well, I would go maybe outside of WYA. Maybe we can have a surprise this year, or for this new president. Maybe it can be someone who is like working in diplomacy or in other NGOs.
Yeah.
Other NGO. So you
Who
never know.
knows?
Or maybe
An astronaut, maybe.
Yeah.
That's universal. It's universal. I mean,
Wow. Great predictions. If you have a prediction,
let us know.
okay, well, I guess Cynthia, again, if you were going to give one piece of advice to the next WYA president, what would it be? And maybe Melinda, you could also give a piece of advice.
I would say this person's approach, the next president, and it would be the best if it was someone leadership approach. So as a leader, you're serving your people. So if you approach that task that way, then you do a lot of
president would really be courageous into leading towards that excellence and into following this pattern about what we do about humanity and
And I think because we've mentioned all these things, that is what this next person is. The reason why this person was chosen, and we really have full confidence this person will lead WYA.
We got this back.
Yes. So, comment what you think. We will see. I think now, actually. So with that, I think we're actually ready to introduce and we're pleased to announce the 6th World Youth Alliance president. So before the drum roll, I'm going to just talk a little bit about this person. Maybe some of you will guess along the way who this person will be, but the next WYA president signed the WYA Charter because he or she believes in the importance of promoting and defending the dignity of the person to future generations. Working as WYA Program Officer and Regional Director for the past 2 years, under his or her leadership, the region has gained over 3,000 new WYA members, over 200 certified members, 29 trained advocates, 9 new WYA chapters, and WYA national committees. The Human Dignity Curriculum was also launched and piloted in 3 countries. In the past year, the region has engaged almost 3,000 young people through various youth events and educational activities. He or she is a FEM certified teacher. She was born and raised in Bogota, Colombia. She completed a law degree from the University de La Sabana, and she has received recognition as a distinguished student in law school for being the first in her class and having the highest GPA in the entire university. She also previously worked with the mayor's office of Bogota City, where she oversaw 50 cases in the human rights office and provided legal advice to various victims in Colombia. Paula has also been involved in peace education in Colombia, where she worked directly with children affected by the war. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the 6th World Youth Alliance President, Ms. Paula Andrea Lopez Rodriguez.
Thank you so much, Sophia, for having me, and thank you for all the team to be here. It's a pleasure to become the 6th WYA President. It's an honor to be here.
Yeah, it's truly an honor to be here as well, and to be able to be the first person to interview you as the WYA President. My first question for you is, how did you become involved in the World Youth Alliance to start?
All right. Well, I became an intern back in 2020, and that was the first kind of like approach to the World Youth Alliance. So I got in touch with Andrea Suarez, who I am really appreciated because she introduced me to the World Youth Alliance. So Andrea Suarez was the coordinator for Colombia back then. And then with her help, I completed the certified training program before joining as an intern. I joined as an intern in 2020, the first batch, and that's how I joined the World Youth Alliance.
Wow. It's so good to have you, and so good to have the years that you have given to WYA, and now to see you here. So I want to know a little bit about you. Personally, how do you spend most of your time?
Yeah, so I really like outdoor activities. So it's really nice to, like finish work and then going out for for hiking, or eating ice cream with friends, hanging out with friends, or even biking. And I love biking, so mostly outdoor activities is what keeps me engaged in my daily routine. I really like that.
Well, you're in the city of biking right now here in Belgium, so in Brussels. So I hope you'll be able to get on the bike before we leave here.
Hopefully.
What do you think is the best thing about your involvement in the World Youth Alliance so far?
What's
or the World Youth Alliance in general? What do you think is the best thing?
Right. I think, as you all could notice in this live, it's all about, a community. We all try to create this community in the World Youth Alliance. We are an alliance, right? A coalition of young people. So I think that's the best thing that we all as members could get out of the World Youth Alliance. Just being part of this huge movement, of young people dedicated to promote dignity in the person. It's just amazing. We have over 1 million people involved in the World Youth Alliance. More than 260 territories have the presence of young leaders, and more than 60 chapters. That's just huge, right? So we cannot achieve this if it's not with leaders who are committed to the World Youth Alliance, but all of that because of the community that we create in the World Youth Alliance. So I think that's the best thing that we that we have all as members in WYA.
Yes, and I think over the past couple of years, you've really created a community in Latin America. So during your time as regional director in Latin America, what was the most significant challenge you faced, and how did you get through it?
Right. I think it's difficult, especially for like those members who engage with WYA by being in the pandemic, right? So most of us will say, okay, the transition from in-person events to online events was tough. But for us was the other way around. We were inactive for almost 2 years in Latin America. And now being back in person was something that we were expecting for so long, but that we couldn't, like have enough experience to implement programs, implement activities. So with the help of amazing people from Latin America that I could name now, Rocio Valdez, Lorena Picon, Marco Gutierrez from Mexico, Ana Bolle from Mexico, Laura Hernandez from Venezuela. All of them have been a huge help for the region, and of course, we couldn't make it without these amazing people, right? Justina Lang from Dominican Republic. Sorry if I'm not mentioning someone who has really been active as a WYA member, but yeah, without that, I think that will be impossible.
Yes, as we know in WYA, our strength, our biggest treasure is our membership. And so, yeah, looking at our members and looking how you want to see World Youth Alliance grow, what would you say are your top 3 priorities for the next 3 years as president?
Yeah, that's a good question because as you all can see in Latin America and the Caribbean, we have this huge community, very engaged with WYA in many ways. We have active members that really love to be part of it, right, of the World Youth Alliance. So I want to see in all the regions the same. I want to see, people falling in love with WYA, with the mission and the vision of the World Youth Alliance. And that is the first goal that I have, creating this community among all the WYA members that know that if you go to Kyrgyzstan, example, you have a person to stay with because you know this person and you're close to that person, right? So it's that massive impact that I want to generate in the World Youth Alliance. So that's the first goal. And then the second goal is, of course, trying to engage members in in-person activities, programs, and create impactful programs that really make them feel they are at home, right? So it's mostly keeping them engaged after all these programs and activities, events, all that. Yeah. Then the third goal, I would say, is building more opportunities for people after they're engaged with WYA. And that has to be with advocacy work, right? So I know that the advocacy work that we do currently is amazing and has an impact in everyone, but I want more members to know what we are capable of, and then for them to be engaged with advocacy work as well, because we know what Anna Helping did back in 1999. And I know that most of us can do something similar or even something much better. So I want to motivate them, to inspire them to be an Anna Helping, right, for the world. So that's what I want to do.
Amazing. Well, I'm very excited to see everything that you will do. And I'm reading through these comments. There are people saying you'll be a great leader in your new role. Paula, well done. Wish you success during your mandate. Congratulations as you move to a higher level of leadership. Well served. Oh, Gloria inmarcesible, vida inmortal. En surcos de dolores, el bien germina ya. So there's lots of people here who are really, really happy for you. I guess what can our members do to support you as the next WYA president? These members who are so excited to see you in this position, how can they support you?
I think I want to talk to all of you because I know the great job that you have done so far for the World Youth Alliance. And I know the love that you feel for WYA and how many relationships you have built among this path. So I think that, as I mentioned before, we are nothing without, like these amazing people that have joined us through years. So I want our WYA members to really, pass the word, to talk about WYA. Talk about WYA in an event, in your family reunion, in lunch with, a professor. I want you to, talk with about WYA with the director of your community or the leader of your community. It's everything about talking, right? So if I tell the word to someone, you don't know what will be the impact of the World Youth Alliance in that person. So it's everything about, if you want someone or someone that you love to really be happy, how will you really help that person to be happy? Okay, share news about WYA, right? So I want all our WYA members here to share WYA, because you don't know how their lives can change if you just mention the World Youth Alliance.
So true. Well, I'm really thankful for this conversation. I'm thankful to all of our viewers and for all the engagement we've had. I think that we have successfully built anticipation for this event, and we are really looking forward to everything that you'll be doing in the future, Paola. And we're all behind you in this new direction, this new stage of World Youth Alliance.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. And thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the mission of the World Youth Alliance. Thank you to all our Latino members. I know that you all are, very supportive to the region, and I want you to, always look after each other. So thank you, everyone, for being here, and thank you to Demi for being great guys here. Thank you.
Hello.